At number 10, Bridget Hall. As you will come to see, Leonardo DiCaprio has hooked up with a lot of celebrities over the years. This isn't even a complete list. He's known for being with models and a few actresses as well, so let's kick things off with Leo's fling with supermodel Bridget Hall. The London Sun reported several sightings of Leo and Bridget together back in 1994 in New York City. According to the supermodel, she and Leo were just friends, but rumors surrounding the pair say otherwise. According to others, Bridget and Leo had been hooking up, but apparently she wasn't happy about it. One source claimed that Bridget once said, quote, "He was lousy in bed, the sex was bad," end quote. According to the source, because it was so bad, she ended up dumping the actor because he was, quote, "disappointing." Having that rumor out there in the public must have sucked for Leo. We don't know if this is actually factual or not, since no one's actually confirmed that statement, but at least we know that this quote didn't hurt Leo's chances with the ladies, because he still had a lot of luck judging by how many people are on this list. At number 9, Naomi Campbell. Another famous supermodel that Leonardo DiCaprio allegedly hooked up with is none other than Naomi Campbell. We know that Leo and Naomi are pretty close friends, but back in the 90s there was a rumor that the two of them had been hooking up on occasion. In 1995 it was reported that Leo and Naomi were a bit of a thing, but they ultimately decided in the end to keep things platonic. But that doesn't mean that they haven't spent any private time together since then. Since deciding to keep their friendship status as just friends, they've gone on vacations together with a group of their friends, they've hosted and attended each other's events, and there was even a funny moment when Leo photobombed Naomi's selfie with 50 Cent. You should know better than to photobomb a supermodel, Leo. Tisk tisk. At number 8, Kristen Zhang. With so many celebrity relationships, we know that they can't always work out. Here's a relationship that didn't exactly pan out for Leonardo DiCaprio. Back in the 90s, Leonardo DiCaprio got into a relationship with model and actress Kristen Zhang. The couple started off pretty strong and dated for about 15 months between 1996 and 1997. This all occurred before he shot to fame after starring in Titanic. During their relationship, Leo even brought Kristen along as his date to his film Romeo and Juliet. Side note, that is an incredible film. Anyways, like all good things, this relationship had to come to an end, and the reason why it ended might surprise you. In an article published by the Daily News, it was reported that Kristen and Leo broke up because of the actor's immaturity. Kristen said that he and his friends needed to, quote, "grow up," end quote. Now, I'm not sure if there was any specific catalyst for saying that Leo was immature, like how he acted or something, but clearly this was perhaps a case of right person, wrong time. At number 7, Helena Christensen. From doing my research for this list, I've come to learn that Leonardo DiCaprio is quite the party goer, or at least he definitely was when he was younger at the height of his career. He was known to go to parties and fraternize with various supermodels, and this is sort of how former Victoria's Secret model Helena Christensen came into the actor's life. Apparently, the Danish model was the first woman who partied with Leo when he shot to fame after the release of Titanic in 1997. According to sources, Leo and Helena had hooked up a couple times, but their relationship didn't really go anywhere past the bedroom. As fun as it may have been to be with this up-and-coming actor, Helena didn't do anything else with Leo and later got into a relationship with The Walking Dead star Norman Reedus, whom she was with for 5 years or so. At number 6, Gisele Bündchen. Other than short-lived relationships and little hookups here and there, Leo has had some on and off again relationships. One of these rather unstable relationships happened with supermodel Gisele Bündchen. This couple was on and off between 1999 and 2005, but obviously they called it quits after that. In an interview Gisele did with Vanity Fair in 2009, the supermodel opened up about her relationship with Leonardo, where she opened up about her feelings on the situation and how she felt about the actor, where she said, quote, "We know what we had. We were very young and we grew together in a lot of ways. We were not meant to be boyfriend and girlfriend, but I respect him enormously and wish him nothing but the best." End quote. Gisele later went on to marry NFL player Tom Brady, but she does have one special thing with Leonardo, and that is the title of the only woman the actor has taken to an award show besides his mother or his BFF Kate Winslet. At number 5, Bar Raffaelli. Following his relationship with Gisele Bündchen, Leonardo DiCaprio got into another relationship with a supermodel, surprise surprise. This time he started loving up on Victoria's Secret model Bar Raffaelli. The couple dated for quite a while, with their relationship spanning from 2005 to 2011. They did take a 6-month break back in 2009, but apparently it did them some good having time away from each other. After the couple got back together following this 6-month break, Bar talked about the experience in an interview. She told sources that she was very grateful for the time that they took apart, saying that she took the time to grow up and work on herself. That's actually a really positive thing to do, and I feel like that's a good way of working on a relationship by working on yourself. Either way, for them, things didn't work out in the end as they broke up in 2011 and Barr went on to marry Israeli businessman Adi Ezra in 2015. At number 4, Blake Lively. Before Blake Lively married the legendary Ryan Reynolds, she was involved in a bit of a flingy-wingy with Leonardo DiCaprio. There really wasn't much tea to this hookup, other than two adults just enjoying each other's company, but it was still noteworthy, so let me tell you guys about it. Back in 2011, Blake and Leo started making minor headlines after paparazzi caught the two actors getting cozy during the Cannes Film Festival back in 2011. Blake was hooking up with Leo, and sources caught some glimpses into their PDA-filled summer as they traveled together. They were seen canoodling in Italy, New York City, and LA as well, and as you can imagine, the paparazzi ate that up. They were so close back then that Blake even spent her birthday with Leo in Australia while he was filming The Great Gatsby. This whirlwind romance came to an end in October of that year though, with sources citing that the two of them decided to just remain friends. At number 3, Erin Heatherton. Leonardo DiCaprio isn't one to stay single for long, it seems, after seeing a bit of a pattern form throughout this list. Just after his little breakup with Blake Lively, Leo found himself a new partner, this time being with former Victoria's Secret supermodel Erin Heatherton. The two of them did a fair bit of traveling together, first being spotted touring the Vaucluse house in Sydney, Australia in December 2011. The couple was also spotted vacationing together in Mexico as well as Hawaii and Los Angeles. Leo and Erin were also seen spending time together in New York City as paparazzi spotted them riding bikes together in the city. They were going strong for about a year or so, but they ended up splitting up in 2012. Reports say that the couple called it quits because of Leo's schedule, as he was pretty preoccupied with filming for The Wolf of Wall Street. At number 2, Kelly Rohrbach. Next up in the history of Leonardo DiCaprio's flings, we have his relationship with Sports Illustrated model Kelly Rohrbach. Leo and Kelly got together in April of 2015, and a lot of people thought that things were getting pretty serious between the two of them. Throughout their time together, they spent time in New York City, the Hamptons, Saint-Tropez, and were even seen attending the US Open together in October of that year. As I mentioned, people thought that things were getting serious because it was rumored that Leo had proposed to Kelly, but that rumor turned out to be untrue. The couple split up in 2016, but many people think that both parties were pretty okay after the split because they moved on to bigger things, like Kelly being cast in the new Baywatch movie the same week that it was announced that they had broken up. And finally, at number 1, Rihanna. Probably one of the juiciest hookups that Leonardo DiCaprio has had was when he was reportedly getting cozy with Rihanna. Leo and Rihanna were first seen getting close to one another at Coachella in 2015, but this first public look at the two of them cuddling up to each other wasn't the first time it's actually happened. Rumor has it that Leo and Rihanna had actually started hooking up long before that. It was also said that Leo helped to plan the singer's birthday that year when she turned 27. They weren't seen together in public too much, probably to keep their relationship, or whatever they wanted to call it, a secret, but when they were seen out in public again at a club in Paris just after Riri's birthday, they claimed that they were just friends. These celebrity hookups are just one of those Hollywood secrets that are hard to decipher because they're kept so hush-hush. All we have to go off of is whispers and speculation, but hey, that's good enough for a lot of people.
In at number 10, Madonna and Tupac. This relationship was super low-key, but it did happen, and two of the biggest musical legends dated back in their heyday. Madonna and Tupac dated for over a year until the late rapper ended things with a letter written from prison in 1995 that later went public when it went up for auction. In that letter, Tupac admitted he needed to break up with her because he felt by being with a white woman, he was letting down the black community. The letter ended up being sold for more than $170,000. The letter is dated January 15th of 1995 and is addressed to his ex, Madonna, or M as he would call her. In the letter, he wrote, quote, "For you to be seen with a black man wouldn't in any way jeopardize your career. But for me, at least in my previous perception, I felt due to my image, I would be letting down half of the people who made me what I thought I was." And number 9, Kaylee Cuoco and Johnny Galecki. These co-stars characters were in a relationship during the hit show The Big Bang Theory, but a little known fact is that the actors dated in real life at the same time, but they kept it hidden for the sake of the show. Kyoko revealed that they were together for 2 years from 2007 to 2009 in an interview with CBS Watch in 2010. She said, quote, "It was a wonderful relationship, but we never spoke a word about it and never went anywhere together. We were so protective of ourselves and the show and didn't want anything to ruin that. However, Cuoco revealed that the secret nature of their relationship is also the reason that it ended, because it took a toll on their bond. She added, quote, "Everyone was always asking and we denied, as she revealed, and I'm like, why am I denying this person that I love?" And at number 8, Renee Zellweger and Bradley Cooper. Both of these celebrities have been in high-profile relationships in the past, but for some reason the relationship between them was kept a secret until their split. Back in 2009, they dated after filming Case 39 together. They never publicly confirmed their relationship, but we were all pretty sure it was happening because they were seen being snapped by paparazzi out and about. It ended up being a good thing that they didn't go public though, because not long after the pair announced that they split. In 2011, it was reported that the relationship ended, even though they never even confirmed it in the first place. And at number 7, Helen Mirren and Liam Neeson. This is another celebrity couple that is not only a bit shocking, but it was kept a secret while the pair were together. The pair first met while filming the movie Excalibur in the early 80s, and you may be surprised to hear that they spent almost 5 years together. Thankfully, the pair ended things amicably and have said only kind things about each other since the split. Mirren spoke about the relationship on the Grant Norton Show in 2018. She said, quote, "We didn't date. We lived together for 4 years. We were a serious item for a while. Lucky me." And at number 6, Cher and Tom Cruise. Another very shocking relationship was between Cher and Tom Cruise. The pair never admitted it while they were together, but Cher revealed the secret to the Daily Mail in 2018. The relationship happened back in the 80s after the pair reconnected at an event. Cher said, quote, "A bunch of people who were dyslexic were invited to the White House. Tom and I are both dyslexic. We didn't go out till way later, but there was definitely a connection there. Back in 1985, he was 23 and she was 38. The pair first met at Madonna and Sean Penn's wedding in Malibu, but it wasn't until their next meeting at the White House when they really connected. She later told Oprah Winfrey that they might have enjoyed a great big romance had their busy schedules not kept them apart." Halfway number 5, Sandra Bullock and Ryan Gosling. Before Ryan Gosling was with Eva Mendes, he and Sandra Bullock dated for over a year if you can believe it. And the relationship was pretty secretive for two A-list stars. In 2002, the pair dated for a little over a year after filming by Numbers together. They never confirmed their relationship while it was happening, but in 2011 Gosling told The Times that Bullock was one of his quote greatest girlfriends ever. Bullock also sung his praises and said he helped her become a more laid-back person, she said in one interview. And at number 4, Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes. After Katie Holmes' strained relationship with Tom Cruise ended, she got into a relationship with Jamie Foxx that wasn't made public until several years later. It's been reported that the couple first got together since at least 2013, but didn't go public until 2017 after being together for 4 years. Many fans felt the secrecy was not just planned by the couple, it was actually forced by Tom Cruise. After Tom and Katie's divorce, sources revealed that one stipulation of their divorce settlement was that Katie was not allowed to publicly date anyone for at least 5 years after. That rumor has never been proven, but since the announcement, Jamie and Katie had been happily showing off their PDA. Maybe that's because they were silenced for so long. The pair split in 2019, a source said, quote, "Jamie was disappointed, though we understood she needed more of a commitment." And at number 3, Jennifer Grey and Matthew Broderick. These two starred as brother and sister in the hit movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off. They portrayed their hatred for each other so well, I was shocked to hear that the pair actually dated back in the day. The pair started dating after making the hit movie, but kept their relationship low-key because they thought people might think it was strange. However, their relationship came to public attention after the couple was involved in a fatal car crash while vacationing together in Ireland in 1987. Sadly, both passengers in the other car passed away as a result of the crash. Broderick was found to be at fault for the accident, and Grey suffered minor physical injuries. She later said she also struggled for years to recover emotionally from the incident. The trauma from that accident led to their split. And at number 2, Scarlett Johansson and Sean Penn. After Scarlett had a very public divorce from Ryan Reynolds, she decided to leave her relationships out of the spotlight for good. That's why her romance with Sean Penn was kept under wraps. Given how famous she is, it's hard to believe that she managed to keep an entire relationship with another A-list actor a secret. But she did just that when she dated Sean Penn in 2011. According to Johansson, they quote, "spent time together for about 6 months. I guess that's her way of saying it was a pretty casual affair." She added in a 2012 interview with Vogue, quote, "I never put a title on it really, but we were seeing each other." And even though it didn't last, the pair still remained friends. And finally, number 1, Cole Sprouse and Lily Reinhart. These two played love interests in the hit show Riverdale, and like we see often with celebrity relationships, this pair's acting led into real life, and we assume that they started dating. Although they never made it official, it was obvious to anyone who was paying attention. It's rumored that they started dating sometime in 2017. The pair got in tons of drama too, and apparently were very on and off. One time, Cole was even accused of cheating on Lily with model Kaya Gerber. Then in 2020, Cole officially announced their split on Instagram, writing in a long caption, quote, "Lily and I initially separated in January of this year, deciding to more permanently split in March. And what an incredible experience I had. I'll always feel lucky and cherished that I had the chance to fall in love. I wish her nothing but the utmost love and happiness moving forward. All I'll say about it is anything else you hear doesn't matter."